We are back. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope y'all are doing okay. We are back on the Fifth Quarter Sports Podcast. First episode of the year. We bring to you season three. Season three. There we go. Hey, fellas, I am your host, Mr. Kevlar. Treat 'em swell. How are y'all doing tonight, man? It's been a while.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Oh man, what's up, fellas? Man, happy New Year to y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed, the festivities, the holidays, and man, I'm ready to get back at it, man. It's playoff time, good football time. The NBA about to take over, for a minute. But this the nit of the grit for football season, boy, and I'm just ready to watch some good football. Well, we already have watched some good football with, the bowl games and the ends of the regular season leading up to this. So I'm just excited for see what's next.
Dirty D, happy birthday, my man. What's going on? You celebrating hard today?
Listen, listen, sir. Listen. Somebody slipped me a drink yesterday where I was at. They mixed my fruit punch and poured tequila in it. And I had a drink for the first, well, a semi drink since in 10 years. And I was like, why did you do this? But and you drink it. But I'm living, man. We here. I'm 46 years old. I'm blessed. I'm happy. Got family, everybody around. I got y'all guys, TJ, Mister. I love everybody, man. I appreciate the birthday love. And Kev is a Capricorn brother. I didn't know he was in the struggle. So he is in the struggle. So hey, I appreciate, man, everybody here, man. We got good things coming up, like Coach A just said. Football is getting down to the nitty gritty. We're gonna find out who the pretenders are in the NFL. And we got basketball going on. Basketball been going on, but we gonna touch on.
Yeah, man. Well, we gonna make this show pretty quick tonight. As y'all know, the national championship is on the line. Here in about 25-ish minutes, we got the Michigan Cheaters kicking off against the Washington Husky, dog. And man, as much as I hate to say it, I think them cheating ass Harbaughs are gonna take the trophy home. Now, just to start us off, I had a conversation with one of my buddies who lives in Seattle. So, of course, he is a Washington fan.
Mm-hmm.
And all he kept saying was, oh, we play defense. We play defense. Da-da. But y'all let them damn Longhorns put up 500 yards, okay? That ain't defense. If Michigan puts up 500 yards, they're going to have 49 points on the damn scoreboard. And I'm sticking to that. Abe, what you think, man? What you think?
I do like Michigan. I like Harbaugh as a coach. I'm not getting into all the specifics, but it's something just about Michael Penix Jr. and the Washington offense that I love. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like even Michigan defense, as good as it is, Washington still can put up some points on them. Now, what I don't like is Washington defense. Every team they done played, they've had to outscore, which they've had no problem with doing. And I ain't gonna, I can't knock them for that. But uh, when you get again down to the nitty gritty with these better teams, um, I feel like Michigan is definitely gonna play a good game. But at the end, I like Penix. I like Nguze, whatever the receiver name is, Polk, and especially that running back. If he's healthy enough to get some good carries tonight, I like watching the offense go Huskies just for right now.
Dirty D.
I'm saying I'm going with the Huskies. Even though I really think Harbaugh, coaching wise, this has been a roller coaster year for them. Personally, I don't think he needs to be that team need to be playing, but that's not my decision. They did what they did on the field. But I'm going with Washington because at the end of the day, I want to see that guy, the guy on Penix, that the quarterback, the struggles that he went through, hurting both his ACLs, throwing shoulder and stuff. his story is one, because in college is always a story leading up to what's going on, and we're trying to see this might be the Falcons' future quarterback. We don't know if it is or
Yeah.
not, but you're gonna get him on a national stage. So hey, this is interesting.
Damn.
I still me and Abe, I probably would agree with this. I think our Bulldogs would have stomped the shit out of both of these teams, but they're not. That's neither here nor there. So
I agree with
um,
that. D.
I'm going with the Washington Huskies tonight, but don't get it twisted. This is not going to be easy, just like Abe stated. Every game Washington has been in against a top 10 opponent has been a shootout. And it comes down to the 5 seconds, a late drive or a late field goal, and their defense stood up in this last game. But it's going to be some form of a shootout. Um, um, let's do
Go out there.
31-35. But the only thing is, Michigan doesn't score like that. So it's going to be
Agreed.
like some ball control type thing. So we will see if Michigan defensive line can apply pressure. And if number 7, the running back from Washington, if he's healthy enough to run that ball, because that'll cut down on some of that pressure. But we will see. And don't get it twisted. Number 1, that wide receiver for
I'm losing.
Washington, don't get it twisted. That guy's NFL caliber first round pick, wide receiver, behind that boy up there in Ohio State, Marvin Harrison.
Agreed. And I heard some people saying he was actually better and more NFL ready, but to your point, 2D, Michigan's offense is not designed to come from behind. So if they get down 14, if they get down 17, are they going to be able to stop Washington for one and score them points to get back in the game for two? So we'll see.
I don't think that they'll have as much of a problem scoring as they will stopping Washington. I think they'll be able to score, but as we've seen all season long, I feel like Washington just has that quick strike ability. You let that receiver get a step on you, it's a 74-yard bomb down the field. Other than that,
but now let me say this.
see them with a vicious running game. They might be
He's
able to run the
nasty.
ball a
Now let
little
me
bit.
say this.
It's
Nasty.
Michigan.
He nasty.
Go ahead.
Number 2 on both sides of the ball for Michigan. A running back, hell of a player. I like him. And the number 2, Detroit, what's number 2 name over there? Cornerback. That guy is NFL ready. He can play
6'2",
man down.
yes, sir.
Yeah, he can play man lockdown defense. He can't do it because he's done it. And it's now if he can neutralize number 1, hey, we might have a ball game on our hands. But Washington has more weapons on offense than an Alabama one-trick pony does.
And will to chase one? Well, not chase one, but will he be assigned specifically to a one? During the whole
Well,
offensive series, will he follow where one in the slide or on the outside over here, on the outside over there, or will they put, because they got some other ones, Polk and I forgot the third guy, his name for Washington, as far as the receivers. So I want to see if they're gonna, match them up and let him, like you said, neutralize one and let everybody else try to beat you.
because
I
if
think
he
that the Michigan defensive line will overpower. They got six sacks against Bama, and Bama has some of the biggest O linemen in the country.
But that's a difference though, Cam, because Melrose is not the quarterback the Penix is.
I agree. I completely agree. But I think out of any team outside the SEC, I think Michigan has that build of an SEC team.
I don't know about that.
I feel like that offense still gonna, now Michigan can counter it with slowing the game down on offense. Like if they're able to run the ball, get them 5-6 carry, and that be what it be. But other than that, I don't know.
Kev, right? I'm not taking none away from what Kev is saying. I'm not. But at the same time, you got to look at the quarterback play of the two different styles of quarterback. When you have a quarterback that's incapable of throwing the ball down the field or throwing the ball across the middle with touch, you're going to get a lot of sacks. They sent pressure from different angles in that Alabama game. You seen them overload one side. And if anybody, like we paid attention, number 52 at the left guard was getting his ass whipped the whole night on Alabama offensive line. So they identified that up in that booth, and we're going to keep messing with that kid. Now, the kid is a freshman, but still, he was overly matched. They didn't help him out. And that's why I was mad at our team. Is like, wow. But Michigan does have
Bama's offense. I watched it.
Terrible. Like I said, one trick pony.
As much as I was giving y'all shit, I was laughing that Georgia just stomped the hell out of FSU, which we knew was gonna happen. But I thought it just made sense that here we go. Now the Georgia fans for the next year. We sitting here saying we should have.
Well, I mean, I don't care now. It's water under the bridge. It's 12 teams next year. We gonna be in it. I know we gonna be in it. It's gonna be no excuses, no anything like that. It'll probably have 2, maybe 3 SEC teams in that. Maybe 4.
All right. Final. We got a couple other things to run down here before this game starts. So, final score prediction. What you got, Abe?
31-17. Washington.
31-17 who? Washington?
Washington.
D? Final score prediction.
I'm going 24-28 Washington.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Washington.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. 21-56 Michigan. First half will be close.
They're gonna put up 56 and Washington all the score 21.
See,
we'll talk off air. I'm about to text you.
Sir, what have you been doing today?
Relax. D, you gotta relax.
Hey man. Okay. All right. Let me take that. 21. I'll call it 42. I'm gonna go with Mr. Smith down here. 42-21. Because I feel like it'll be halftime. We'll probably see a 14-21 game. And then Michigan's just going to take off. As much as I hate to say it, I think Michigan's going to be our next national champion.
It's Vincent Bo Parker's birthday today, too.
Oh, happy birthday, Bo.
Yeah, we got the same birthday.
Oh, okay.
All right. Fellas. Oh, my God. I'm so sad that we do not get that much longer of this. But it is Black Monday in the NFL, and we are seeing coaching changes and all types of stuff. The first one that I want to start out with is the obvious. I'm going to let the Speaker of the House, Speaker of the Benz, the Kickstep King.
That's a good one. The Speaker of the Benz. That's a good one, Kev. You getting good, Kev. You getting good. The Speaker of the Benz. I like that, Kev. Go ahead. Oh, he go. Oh my goodness.
As we know, Arthur Smith is no longer. He's probably frozen a little bit.
What's up, man?
Arthur Smith is no longer there.
Turn it off, Kev. Turn it off.
What do you think about your boy, Coach Arthur?
Hey man, long time coming. Man, it's a long time coming, man. I don't want to, and I know they were saying he didn't lose the locker room, but he definitely lost, the fan base, just off of just how inconsistent we was, whether it be on offense or defense. And defense played good at times, most of the time. Like we probably got an all pro with Bates. That was probably one of our best free agent signings, just period. But I'm glad Arthur gone, man. I don't know what to say about a hire because I'm not sure how the regime, how they do things. Like in my eyes, I thought the general manager himself hires the head coach. But for some reason, Rich McKay, who's I guess president or whatever he is, Arthur Blank, which of course is the owner, they having just as much input on who we hire as a head coach as the GM. And just in the press conference today, the GM wasn't even there. It was just Blank and McKay. And it's just like, and even the reporter asked, like, what's the structure of it really? What's your GM's role if he's not here speaking on this today? Like, did y'all fire him? Did he fire? So it's a little confusing on how it's structured and set up because, like I said, I thought the owner hires the GM, and then hires the head coach and all the other staff, and he put his staff together. So they said he will have some input on it, but just not like he not gonna Fontenot can't just go get his guy and just be, that be done with it. So however it's structured, man, and set up, I just hope they get a good hire, get being it just interview being to me. It's a reason why he ain't been a head coach. I don't know why yet, and I know he's interviewed. So but I don't like I don't like coaches like Belichick coming. You see what I'm saying? Like Belichick and Harbaugh gonna want to be the GM.
So you wouldn't take
You see what I'm
Belichick?
saying? So just a good hire, a different hire. Who gonna draft a quarterback in here? You feel what I'm saying? So I like the way our defense played most of the year, but we had terrible quarterback play, and which was led to a lot of games that we lost, which we could have won. You feel what I'm saying? So, just going forward, I just want to see what they're gonna do. Get Penix, get Jane Daniels. You got 4 years to build around your quarterback where you don't have to spend no money. So just be smart about what you're doing, and you could make some noise in the next couple of years.
Well said, Dirty D. Your opinion on these sorry ass Falcons?
I'm gonna say this: the team, the teams, for all Falcon fans, and we in Atlanta. To be honest with you, the Falcons on paper, if I'm a coach looking to take over a franchise, the Falcons have a lot of pieces in place. They're playing in a weaker division than some of the other teams that are available with coaching jobs. And you're a couple of players away. I would say in the draft, if you're gonna, that's my opinion, and I would ask Abe this. Do you go out and get a Russell Wilson to a 2-year deal?
No.
Do you see? Okay. Do you go get a Kirk Cousin that might be a cap cash?
That's a great. No.
See, so now you're gonna do this. So that means you're gonna bring in a young quarterback. If you draft one, he's your day one starter, being who it is. If
That's
you do that, you got to know.
That's what I was just about to say. That's why the Kirk Cousins thing ain't bad, and still get a first round quarterback. You can just do that still. Sign Kirk, for 1 to
So
2 years. But like I said, you can draft your guy, build around him, and not have to pay him. You paying him his first round contract for what, 4, maybe 5 years if you pick up the field option, or just go on and sign him before that. But draft you somebody young, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on, and just build around with the pieces on offense, whether it's veterans or picks in the draft.
well, you like I said, the Falcons have a nucleus compared. I'm just gonna use the Chargers. The only difference the Charger have, both of them have pieces. The only difference the Charger has, you know who the quarterback is when you walk in the door. You know that he's the quarterback. Here, you
But
have
our we have more skill players than well, I won't say more.
yeah.
It's just about because you got Eckler, you got Bijan, but you still got Algier. You got Keenan Allen, but he really the only one who just a name for them. You still got Drake and Kyle Pitts whenever he want to, whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
So that's the part I was saying. So you got players in place on both teams. I would say the Falcons are the most doable job in reconstructing whatever you got going on because you're in a weaker division. Over there, you got to compete with Kansas City and whoever else, right? Whatever. But the Falcons are in a weaker division. We said this 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when somebody was coming out in the draft. You get the right quarterback in place, you can run this division for the next 10 years. Now you're in this position again. You're going to have to go out and get you an offensive mind coach, being that your defense was in the top 10. Question still is, are you going to retain the defensive coordinator when this new coach get hired? Go ahead, Abe.
I don't know because the last 2 games we gave up down near 80. In 2 games, Justin Fields and Derek Carr. So really the time, Kel, stop laughing, Kel. So really the times when you needed him to try something as far as the defense, they ain't. So I mean, you might keep him. He is probably your most keepable coach. You feel what I'm saying? But then what if the head coach they bring in want to bring in his guy? You see what I'm saying? So like it's really unfair. Even though Nielsen did a good job, but you know.
I got a couple of guys for you. Joe Brady, Flores, or Airbnb. Who you want?
He wants Bieniemy.
I take either of the 3.
Either of the 3.
I would rather take.
If you get,
I would rather take Bieniemy.
Okay. So if you take Bieniemy, Bieniemy is an old school minded coach. So that's why a lot of times he's gotten hired because of the players can't deal with how he's so demanding he is. He gets what he need out of their resume. He got the best resume because he got 2 Super Bowls up under him. He got, you know what I'm saying, MVP quarterback, all this stuff. And the same thing. But now do you want to make a deal and go get a Justin Fields? Because I'm telling you now, part of the reason that Arthur Smith got fired is because of that quarterback up there in Chicago. If everybody didn't know it, the Falcons, the GM wanted Justin Fields. Arthur Smith said, no, I can get a little bit more out of Matt Ryan. This is why the Falcons are in this dilemma. Green Bay Packers have done this thing right for years. Since Brett Favre. They put one in the chamber. Aaron Rodgers, 4 years later, Aaron Rodgers is here for damn near 20 years. We put another one in the chamber, Jordan Love. Do y'all guys know Jordan Love threw over 30-something touchdowns? He behind that? That's how you have to do this thing. You don't throw nobody out there fresh and get them banged up. And now, when you finally get a team, they gunshot, they got deer in the headlight syndrome. This has been a common thing with our Atlanta Falcons home team for years. Now, like you said today, I just seen the press conference, and it didn't dawn on me the GM wasn't sitting there. So what y'all got him doing?
All right. We got to move on from this, but I'm gonna speak my piece before we do. I've been saying it all season.
Man.
There's what the Falcons should do, what they need to do, and what they're gonna do, which, as we've seen, is always the wrong decision because they go out and they gonna get a quarterback before they get a new head coach. They gonna get something they don't look. The Falcons have the 8th spot in the draft. If they were smart, they would pay the ransom and move up a little bit. But they're not going to. They're going to wait and get the leftovers. The Falcons need a quarterback and an offensive line this season. I think Penix will be gone by the time you get to 8. Penix will go in the top 5 probably. If they win tonight.
No.
If they win tonight.
No.
So
no.
So
you got Bears, you got Panthers. You think Washington won't go get him?
Drake, Jalen, and
Jalen will go first.
He'll go get Caleb.
I think Fields is done in Chicago. Jalen will go first, but I think Penix will go right after him. And I hate to say it because I don't want to see him in my division, but I think Penix probably going to go to the Redskins. Sorry, the Washington Football Club.
Mark this on my birthday. The Washington Redskins will make a deal. They will get the number 1 pick. They're going to pick that boy out of USC first, or Drake May. Washington is going to take over the number 1 pick. The Chicago Bears will move down. They're going to keep Fields because they want a ransom for him. Makes no sense for them to do that. Out of all these quarterbacks that's in the draft, Fields is the better player if he wants to do that. He's already NFL ready. He's ready to go. You get him another weapon in the offensive line because you got 2 first-round picks. They sit. You see what the Bears defense did down the line when they did what they did. They're set. You move back and you accumulate more draft picks to build your team. Don't worry about Chicago. Washington needs a quarterback. The Patriots need a quarterback. Who else we got? We know the Falcons need one. You got who else in that top draft? Arizona's now picking. Arizona's now picking a quarterback.
They committed.
And I agree with Ant down here. Drake May ain't all that. I don't know why. In my opinion, Drake May, this is like that Will Levis kid that came out this year. They was, he gonna go so high. He gonna go so high, and then he went in like the 3rd round because he wasn't all that in college.
Well, Drake May is a little bit better than Will Levis, in my opinion.
He don't suck, but
Drake May will be picked for the New England Patriots.
He'll be a good backup somewhere for sure. Now, if he goes to the Patriots, he might start at the Patriots. But if he don't go to the Patriots or something, he's going to be a good backup somewhere. I think that the Falcons, either way, like I said, we're going to move on. The Falcons, you know what?
My boy Smith.
Turn Mercedes-Benz into a permanent concert venue and a soccer field.
And Torrey Smith, I'm going to say this. Hey, and Torrey Smith, I'm going to say this about this, what you said, Pittsburgh, y'all might go get Russell Wilson.
They going to get Russell Wilson. They going to get Russell. All right, fellas. We had another coaching change. Ron Rivera, we knew that was going to happen, but Ron Rivera, after 4 seasons, is up out of there. What was he like? Yeah, he almost had the same record as Arthur. He was like 21-40-1. Arthur Smith at least had, only 30 losses. But what do we see for the Washington Football Club, man, coming next?
The same thing, like I said, when you look at these jobs that's available in the NFL, a lot of times these franchises are using retreated coaches. You need to get some fresh blood. Washington already mortgaged their future and got away, so they are in a full rebuild process. If Eric Bieniemy doesn't leave that franchise, he was already second in command. They can easily just elevate him up and let him take the reins. I don't know. They are in a division when they are afterthought right now. So not a sexy hire is new ownership. So new ownership are going to want to bring in their own people to run their franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they go. New ownership come in, they usually wipe the slate clean if they go get a new coach. And you will see. Yeah, it's being his job, I guess, if he might want it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure he'll be on the list of interviewees, but is Sam Howell that bad though? I'm just asking. How many years y'all gave him?
He had
3?
a bunch of throwing
Or
yards. Now his
how many years
passing
has he
yards
been in the
were
league?
crazy, but he had. I mean, 2 weeks ago he had the highest amount of interceptions in the league. Now, of course, Josh Allen has taken that title again for the 4th straight year, but no, man, he's right up there with Jalen
Good
Hurts
old
on
Josh Allen.
interceptions.
Josh Allen
Anyways,
is top 5 right now. He's not 5.
So again, it's just what the job and what you coming in to deal with and what are they gonna give you a 5 year? Most of these coaches get a 5 year deal.
mm-hmm.
In the second or third year, they expect some type of playoff, some trying to win, fighting for the division or beating or whatever they do. You got to bring your culture into the team. That Washington job is not a good job for me. I no, sir. I would go play.
Especially
I
because
would go mess with
Dallas and Philly ain't going nowhere anytime soon. I mean, the
that's what I'm
G-men could
saying.
sneak up in there, but they have potential to sneak up somewhere. But that's a hard division to get into.
Let me say this. I don't care what team in the NFL it is. You got to have that signal caller. I don't care what you got going on. You got to have an elite signal caller. You can have a game manager, but you're gonna need an elite signal caller if you try to go up in the upper echelon, double-digit wins, competing for division and playoff spot. You just can't have a mediocre quarterback back there. It's not gonna happen. Period.
All right, fellas. We got about call it 10 to 15 minutes left, and I want to get through these playoffs real quick, man. So the NFL playoffs, as we know, officially start on Saturday. And, man, we got some good ones coming our way. First game of the weekend will be at 4:30. The Browns against the Texans. Joe Flacco been making some noise. Also been throwing some picks, but he's been making some noise. The Texans, man. I remember you look back 2 months ago and we sit here going, man, the Texans might get in as a wild card. They mess around and win their damn division. Jacksonville fell off the wagon. Now the curse, my boy who's a Pittsburgh fan in here, the terrible towel curse strikes again. After they played Pittsburgh and they stepped on that towel, Washington went 3-6 after that. Or I'm sorry, Jacksonville went 3-6 after that. Goldilocks, who had only thrown like 4 picks all year, ended up throwing 2 yesterday, and it cost them. Also, that stupid ass goal line tush push they tried to do, where half the damn line wasn't even moving yet when he was jumping over them. But anyways, man, fellas, who y'all got in this game? The line on this is Cleveland by 2, so obviously it is a pick'em game, which surprises me, being that they usually give home field they usually give the line to home field. Hey, who you got? Or D, I don't care.
Go ahead, D.
I'm going with the Texans with the upset. I just believe to be honest with you, CJ Stroud look very poised when he plays. They're never out of the game. And in playoff football, it gets dumbed down. You're gonna be able to run the ball, pass the ball, turnovers gonna play a play in this and weather. So we'll see. Flacco, I think the ceiling has got as high as it's gonna go, and they're gonna come after him. The Texans has a good pass rush, and they will hit you. They tackle well and they do things, but I think we're gonna have a close game, 17-10, 21-14 type game. Is not gonna go over that, but I'm picking the Texans.
I agree. Hey, what you got?
Uh, Joe Flacco been playing out of his mind, man, and regardless of that Texan defense is very young. Um, uh, Kale's boy Coop been balling that receiver. I think he was out the last game or so, but he back. And Cleveland got Myles Garrett, bro, and can't nobody on Houston O line block Myles Garrett and Sedarius Smith on the other side. So Cleveland got a more of a well-tuned, balanced offense with running the ball and passing it, and they got more better defense than Houston. So with Myles Garrett and their defense, with Flacco playing the way he playing, I'm definitely taking Cleveland.
I'm gonna have to ride with the Texans, man. I'm just to be a 2-15 team from is this the first or second year we're doing 17 games?
Second,
This
this
is
is
the
the
second.
second year
This is
right
second,
here.
yeah. To be a 2-15 team, man, and turn around and win your division, that says something. I mean, they went
Nah,
out.
it's the third because we don't win.
Yeah. This
It's the
Dallas
third
third
year
year in a row
because
going 12-5. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
yeah, and it's
I
our
see
third year
them.
7-10.
I see them taking this, especially being at home. Uh, all right. Next game, man. That night game, which I think is so stupid that we have to exclusively on Peacock, which is so stupid. Pretty soon, I'm sure we're going in the next couple of years we're gonna be having to pay a fee to the NFL just to even watch. But the Dolphins are going to Arrowhead to take on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, man. This one right here to me is up in the air. It's really up in the air. We saw the Chiefs beat the Dolphins out in Germany or London, wherever that game was earlier this season. But I mean, both teams are 11-6, but I don't see a whole lot going with the Chiefs offense. We said it last time we were on the air. They just, other than Pacheco and maybe Travis Kelce, ever since he started dating that girl, his mind ain't all there on the field.
Listen,
I don't know. I
listen.
see the Dolphins pulling the upset, and we see the first playoff run without the Chiefs in a few years.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time we try to put money on Miami that they'll beat a team over 500, it doesn't happen. They have the same situation going on. All their losses have come to teams over 500, and you don't know who's going to show up. You don't at all. Now, if Waddle and Tyreek Hill are ready, we might have some problems on our hands. But if not, no. Brandon Chubb and the other DN is blowed out the ACL. So it won't be no pass rush as much on Kansas City on Mahomes. Mahomes, and again, Miami doesn't play good in the elements of cold weather. They
True.
don't. It's just what it is. It's been like that for a while. Tyreek Hill is dealing with an ankle issue. He's playing on it, but it reared his head last night for a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, it just depends. Might they get in my home's head, we might have a 17-10 game here pretty close. Because again, Kansas City ain't really blowed out nobody this year, period.
No,
So
they haven't.
it's a pick 'em game for me. I think Kansas City will eke it out, 17-10 type ball game. But Tyreek is going to be angry. Y'all just remember this. Tyreek is going to be angry.
This is a revenge game for him, man. Coming back to his team where he won a Super Bowl. Hey, what you got?
Man, it's not no revenge game. He signed 4-year 120. You better go get that money, boy. But I think the element's gonna get Miami, man, because their offense is so centered around the pass. I do like their running backs, but I don't know if most are gonna play or not. Um, I do like their running game, period, but I don't think that they're disciplined enough to do that enough to where they not passing. You know, and the one thing KC does have a little bit of is a pass rush. You know, they got Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
Their defense really been keeping up in the season this year. So I like KC in the elements. I like Mahomes to make a couple more plays and Tua. Now he does have to be wary of Jalen Ramsey. He will try to shut down one side of the field. So just hope you can get a different Kelsey, man. Like you said, it's like since he been dang shouted, he been a little off. But I like the Rashee Rice kid, number 4, and they did sign Hardeman back. So maybe.
Steelers are a first round exit. I don't see Rudolph having some crazy game where he goes off. Now he has, on this little streak, but against the Bills, I just don't see it.
Oh, but you still got to think.
Also, I want to add that's the biggest line that there is. They got the Bills by 10.
He turned that ball over. That's gonna make it closer than 10.
Right.
He turned the ball over. He make it close to 10. But they got more firepower than Pittsburgh. So.
Do you taking the Bills?
Yeah, I'll take Buffalo, man. I just,
Abe, who you got?
Go ahead, D. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said I will. Mike Tomlin is my guy, man. I just like Mike Tomlin. I wish the Falcons would trade the first round pick and go get Mike Tomlin. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? You ain't what else you do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What else can you do?
I'll give you a pick for your coach. I agree. I'm a Tomlin fan too, so I wouldn't mind seeing Tomlin down here.
Go get Mike Tomlin and then go pick up Russell or Kirk Cousins, and there you go. You get some more. I'm just saying. Wait, what is up with you and Russell?
Hang on. We ain't got time for that. We got to move. We got to move, fellas. Okay. Come
on. Buffalo got Josh Allen, who is top 5, and he's not 5. So, Josh Allen.
He might be Buffalo. 4. All right. I'm going with the Bills as well. Now, the 4:30 game. The Packers are coming to Dallas. Of course, I'm rolling with the boys. This is a little bit of a bitter game for me because for some reason we always struggle against the Packers. And as Abe pointed out earlier, Jordan Love, man, he's thrown some touchdowns. I believe he had 31 this season. Dak had 36. And I saw something earlier. If you mirror Jordan Love's stats to Aaron Rodgers' stats last year, they match up. So I think the matchups on the corners are where it's at. I think that Green Bay has some decent cornerbacks, and they'll be able to stick with us for a little while, but I don't see them being able to cover CeeDee Lamb the whole game. I can't read that. Oh, there you go. Y'all got some trash can coming in. I don't think that Green Bay has a running game, which is good for us because our run defense has been weak. So
no, sir.
I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. One more time.
I like Dallas.
The line on that one is 7.5 to Dallas.
I'm taking Green Bay with the upset. I'm taking Green Bay with the upset. Jordan Love don't.
We'll get to it.
Wait. I'm just giving my expertise.
Oh, you gonna spare him on kill? You was gonna spare him on the kill.
I was going to.
See how you do.
You ain't gotta spare me. You ain't gotta spare me because I'm glad I got you on here, and I'm glad we on this. I'm finna light his ass up now. Thank you, Abe, because you just reminded me. You do some stupid shit, and I mean this in You be trolling. You and that other clown be trolling. Me and this man right here don't say nothing to y'all when y'all team lose. We don't get in no chat. We don't say nothing. You have become a troll, sir. In your young age, you are a troll. I don't do that to you.
Kev, you my
I
boy,
do
but
not
you
do that to
never
you.
been
And
trolling, man.
I
He on this
don't,
high
I
horse.
don't
He
appreciate
on
you
this
being
high
on
horse.
this. I
He
don't
just
appreciate
mad the
that. You
wheels
are
done
a
fell
troll.
off.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. We talk sports, and I will talk about my team like I talk about anybody's team. I'm taking Green Bay in the upset because
Okay.
what's going to happen? Somebody gonna turn that ball over. Y'all can't run the ball. You can't keep passing that ball around. And Green Bay does have a form of a defense in the secondary, and they got linebackers. You will see, sir. It's gonna be closer than what you think, and it's gonna hurt real bad, Cowboy Nation, real bad.
Hey, I think Dallas can run the ball. They just not. They just don't. They just you feel me? I think this
Dallas is
probably
built to
Pollard.
pass on first and second down. Run the ball, get 7 yards on first or second down, and run the ball for 3 yards to get the first down. That's how Dallas is built. When we start running the ball on first and second down, that's when we get behind the sticks. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
But
that's that go for anybody. I say that's for anybody if you get behind the sticks, But a lot of times y'all be third and long and a mysterious flag come out and it's first down.
we are the second most penalized team in the NFL. I don't want to
Continue.
hear fucking, oh, the refs be helping y'all. We are the second most penalized team behind the Seahawks. Okay? Anyways, the game on Sunday night, which I think has the biggest storyline out of these playoffs right now, the Los Angeles Rams, Matthew Stafford, coming back to his home field of Detroit. Goff is going to go up against his former team. And with the head of steams that the Rams have, I think we're going to see an upset. I think the Rams can pull it off because I think Dan Campbell is a little too hard-headed. I like Dan Campbell, but I think he's hard-headed.
I'm gonna agree with you. I think the whole city is going ape shit over Detroit being in the playoffs, as they should, because they ain't been there. And
Right.
And it's a good storyline. And for the fallen son to come back, he's won in the Super Bowl, to come back in the Ford Field and see what happened. Depending on what Detroit shows up. Now, Detroit ain't got no pass rush. They can't generate one that good. So depending on what goes on, we might have a shootout here because both of them have offenses.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I got another prediction. I see 28-24 Rams.
I can see that. Hey, real quick.
Oh man, it should be a good one. Laporta being carted off. I think they say he got a sprained MCL.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good tight end. Well, a great tight end for Detroit. I saw Amon-Ra St. Brown limp off. So if Detroit doesn't have their full arsenal of weapons on offense, I like the Rams. They don't have too many injuries coming into this game. And Laporta was a big part of what Detroit likes to do. And of course, St. Brown is their number one receiver. Now, granted, they have been sorry in the past, so they have gotten other good picks. So they still have Jameson Williams and Jameer Gibbs out of Bama. And they got a few other players. But I feel like the Rams and McVay, they kind of been here before, so they gonna know how to handle this. Detroit gonna be rocking, but I'm gonna take the Rams in the closer.
Rams in a close one. All right, fellas. The last game of the wild card weekend will be on Monday night, and it is the Philadelphia Eagles against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, as we know, Philadelphia has lost 5 of their last 6. That's why I trolled Mr. D over here, because you went from 10-1, the number 1 seed. Yeah, down to that. Finishing the season at 11-6 and getting steamrolled by the G-men yesterday. And y'all had all your starters in the first half, I believe.
No, we did not.
I know Jalen Hurts played in the first half.
He did.
Mm-hmm. So, D, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're going with the Eagles.
Pretty much I am, but let me say this right now. Whatever happens, I believe Sirianni has lost the team, in my opinion. I don't know what's going on up there. You shouldn't have been in this predicament. I don't know if it's a coordinator thing that's hurting them. You do not make defensive coordinator changes in the middle of the season, and you didn't got away from what you're supposed to be doing. Run the damn ball. Run the damn ball. You got the best offensive line in the damn NFL. You win the damn game. Bottom damn line. You on paper, you supposed to beat this Baker Mayfield-led team, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this: Mike Evans is a monster. You ain't stopped nobody in a phone booth yet in the secondary. Just being honest. I'm not just being blatantly honest. We got the 31st defense on third down. We just give up too much. So hey, don't tell us nothing, Mr. Smith. So what we would do is I'm going with my Eagles 21-17.
Coach Abe, what you got?
Yeah, I like Philly in this one, man, but they just the finger with Hurts worries me with them. And also I didn't realize that their OC from last year is the head coach in Indy now. So with that, I feel like he got a lot out of Miles Sanders last year, which got Miles Sanders his deal in Carolina, right? So if he would have had Swift, who's a better back, in my opinion, than Miles Sanders, they would have been way more effective running the ball. But because this other coordinator is Hurts happy, and I get it, you paid him that money, you want to justify it, but that offense has become too much of pass first, run second. So and like D said, as much as Georgia Bulldogs they have on there, they ain't stopping nobody on defense, bro. And you would have thought that they would have had a better defense, up to this point now with the roster that they have. So just because Tampa's so sorry, just like Antonio said, I'm gonna take Philly.
Tampa with the upset. That's all. Tampa with the upset. I think Tampa Bay might have a little head of steam. I mean, they just had a sorry game against the Panthers. But I Tampa with the upset. All right. Hey, fellas, real quick, before we get out of here and let everybody go enjoy this game, this Saturday, if y'all want to come out and meet us, hang out with us, Atlanta Hot Riders is hosting a watch party for the Browns and the Texans game. We will be at 8109 Mall Parkway in Stonecrest. Myself, Coach Abe, Mr. Diamond Dirty D, Mr. the wonderful Miss TJ, everybody from the Fifth Quarter Sports Podcast. Hell, I even think that big-headed dude Skip will be there. So if y'all want to come out, hang out, talk a little shit, talk some sports, come find us, man. Come see us. It's going to be a good time, man. It's going to be a good time. Support your team, wear your apparel. We'll have some fun. I don't think it's a bar, so I was gonna say we can do some drinking, but just
it is one. It is one. She says it's
Well, y'all
coming.
know I always got bottles. Anyways, man,
And I need one.
shoot me a text. Shoot me a
Yes, sir.
text. Well, hey, man, good seeing y'all. I'm glad we back. This is the official kickoff of season 3. We are sorry that we are cutting it short tonight, but this game, we got to see it. It's the last college football game of the year. That saddens me. It hurts my heart. But we will be back every Monday night at 8 o'clock. We are on the same time, people. Same time. 8 p.m. Come see us. We appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope y'all enjoy this game. From your host, Mr. Kevlar, treat 'em swell, the Kickstep King, Coach Abe, and Mr. Diamond Dirty D. Happy birthday, my brother. We will see y'all next week. Keep your beer cold and your wings lemon pepper.